Currently, I'm staying with my friend Presley and his mother Ada. Presley and I have been friends since we were children, and when my uncle took me in, we started frequently writing letters to each other to stay connected. I knew that Uncle Roy wouldn't be happy if he found out I was talking to him because, as he put it, he didn't wish to see his children mingling with lower class folk. So, often the first thing I do in the morning would be check the stack of letters that the butler Kirk had brought inside, see if one of them was addressed to me from Presley, and if there was, take it into my room and read it in secret. Aside from Noah, he was always the main person I could talk to, and sometimes getting a letter from him really helped me to get through things I was dealing with regarding my family. It was never the same as getting to see him, though, and I really missed him. Anyways, to get to how I got here, after I snuck out, I went up to one of the garden keepers who hadn't gone inside for the night yet. I gave her some of the money I had been stashing away for a time like this, told her I needed her to give me a ride, and gave her Presley's address. And she accepted. We drove for about an hour, and then I surprised him by showing up at his doorstep. The look on his face was absolutely priceless. He and Ada and I then stayed up for pretty much the rest of the night as we talked about everything that had been going on in our lives over the past nearly 6 years. Seeing them again felt so amazing. And now I'm sleeping on their couch. I gotta say, it feels really nice to be able to be more down to earth. I much prefer being in their cozy house than Roy and Margaret's large, extravagant one. And even though we're still in the middle of nowhere, I hardly care now, because now I'm getting to be with my friend instead of stuck with a bunch of people that I can't stand. I do still miss Noah, though. After all the fun he and I had together and the things he helped me get through, it's hard not to. But I try not to think about him too much. He's clearly moved on from our friendship, and it's best I do too. Instead of having to be with him, I'm over here where it's much more peaceful. And for the first time in years, I'm finally free to write as much as I want and wear what I please. Oh, and I've also started going by the name Edith. Edith means prosperous in war, so I find it quite suiting. I wanted to do it to really feel like I was taking the reins in my life, with Uncle Roy no longer ruling over it. And plus, going by a different name will make it harder for him to track me down. Also, I just turned 17. The three of us had a nice, small, intimate celebration, and honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to spend it any other way. It was perfect. For the time that I've been here so far, I haven't spent much time trying to find Aunt Matilda. I mean, I'm still determined to before too long, but for once, I don't feel the urgency to get out of here as quickly as possible. I know that Uncle Roy is trying to hunt me down, though, and once I do find her, she'll be able to help me get out of this mess. And she'll probably have the answers as to why I ended up in Uncle Roy's custody. But until then, I'm just going to appreciate being here and make the most of my time with Presley. That's all for now.